Hello, speaking with Iris.
Yes, speaking.
Hi Iris, Nadia here calling from American Express. How are you?
Oh, hey Nadia, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good as well, thank you. My apologies that I have been not responding to your email. I was away and yesterday was actually a Labor Day in Malaysia, so I was not around at office as well. Is it
Right.
convenient? Yeah, my apologies. Really sorry for the slight delay as well in preparing the report for you. Can I know whether is it convenient for you to speak? Are
Yes,
you at office already?
yes, I am.
Okay, great. So just before we move on with any more details from the report that I have sent,
Mm-hmm.
please note that the call will be recorded for training and quality purposes. I won't take so long because the report is pretty straightforward, but because next week you will be having the management meeting, I just want to walk you through very briefly so you know what pages showing what information back so you can so you can discuss in particular about what topic that you would like to focus more with your team members over there.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay, so if you receive the email that I sent just now, there is an attachment. Have you got that attachment open?
I've got that open already.
Okay, brilliant. So this report has 12 pages. It's giving you the data from January 2018 straight to December 2018. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
the first few pages is basically the information about your own business trending throughout 2018. So the second page is giving you a brief figures about the performance overview for Habitania only. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um, if let me just see over here. So these figures that we're having over here is a consolidated figures accumulation of total of 22 stores that you have currently under your merchant account with American Express. So last year you have been trending around $833,000. Total card members is there and transactions as well. Follow up with the next pages. I mean, page 3 all the way until page 7 are all the information about Habitania. More details information if you do year-on-year comparison.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is more on the FYI part for you and your team to know how 2018 was doing comparing to 2017. I think there is a slight decline, could be due to of multiple factors, but from your end over there, can you think of any reason why we notice a decline in terms of the turnover last year? Do you have any reason in particular?
Mm, actually, it's interesting. I'm just looking at it. It looks like total card members have dropped. Total transactions also dropped. But every transaction keeping the same. Average transaction size and spend are pretty much the same. So
Mm-hmm.
it looks like only when we have a smaller card member shopping with AMS.
Correct.
It's actually interesting. I can't think of a clue why this is happening.
Mm, right. So if you can't think of anything in specific, maybe what I could share is because I know for Habitania you're not surcharging at any of your stores, and you got American Express logo displayed at your at your point of sales
Yes.
or at your window, which is brilliant. One of the thing that you that could trigger the because we notice the average transaction size is pretty steady over there, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
numbers of people or numbers of card members declining quite massively. That probably because of the cancellation of American Express bank partner card last year. I'm not sure if you've seen this in television or in newspaper. Last year, American Express has called off all their co-brand credit card with our four major bank in Australia. So that's why you will probably see less people that using American Express using their card in 2018.
But why Americans are closing that?
Okay. Well, one of the reasons why we actually decided to focus more on our proprietary card is because of the membership rewards point. We would like to have a larger scale of American Express card members that have a direct relationship with us so that we can actually provide a better membership rewards program to them. Because previously, we do have two categories of card members, one that have a direct relationship with us, another one that have a relationship with a bank but then have American Express co-brand card. For them, they do have um, a different membership rewards program with a bank. They won't enjoy a similar membership rewards program with our proprietary card members. So that's why, after a discussion with all the bank partners, we decided to pull off the partnership in terms of credit card. And for this year onwards, we will actually increase the initiative to acquire more proprietary card members so that you will start seeing more American Express card spending back in your business in the coming years. So I think the decline or the dip in terms of the numbers of Amex card members is sort of expected in all businesses last year.
Right, I see.
Maybe it's not specifically for due to your business, but it's also from our end over here, from American Express end.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Right,
Uh,
yeah, thanks for the explanation. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, sure. So the
Mm-hmm.
next page is giving you the comparison in depth in terms of month, what is the total spend and average spend. You can analyze over there from your end. The page number 6 giving you the information about the type of American Express card members that you attract to your business. Seems like majority of the customer coming from the consumer side. And I think in terms of the returning customer, you have quite numbers of customers that love to return back to your business to purchase your products. Just out of my curiosity, do you all have any sort of loyalty program to get people keep coming back and purchase more from Habitania?
Yeah, we do. We have
You
a
do.
VIP program.
VIP program, do they gain points and change to a discount or maybe a freebies? How does
We,
it
we
work?
offer discount. So that's
Discount.
a free sign up and you can enjoy discount all of the year plus VIP only sales event.
Free sign up for VIP or how much
Yeah.
would that be? Oh, wonderful. That's great. I think that is one of the trend currently. A lot of people having this loyalty program in their business, especially retail, just to encourage people to keep coming back and purchase more as well. Which is brilliant. I think that works for you given the fact that the percentage of people, I mean, I look into the report all the time. So if I look into other businesses, some of them have a very minimum returning customer. But
Mm-hmm.
for Habitania, this figure, this percentage is quite good, and hopefully we can see more card members of American Express returning to your business in future. All right. Um,
Good, good.
Card member and age distribution, that probably something on just to FYI in terms of the gender and what are the age of card members that love to spend at your business. You can actually have those information over there. And maybe slide number 7 is something that you would like to look into as well. I'm just giving you the information that although 98% of your customer coming internally, I mean locally within Australia, we do see 2% of customer outside Australia that drop by at your stores. I think this probably at any of your stores that located at the tourist attraction. Can you
Mm-hmm.
recall any of the stores that have more
Yeah,
tourists?
probably would
Mm,
be city.
mm. So you see, outside Australia, the top two customers that using American Express at your stores are Thailand and Japan. So for
Mm-hmm.
Japan tourists, don't forget to let them know that you do accept the JCB credit card, because JCB credit card is the most famous card in Japan among Japanese, and they also already under the same lower rate like American Express, similar to what you're enjoying with American Express, which is at 1.75%.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So,
And I just noticed, sorry if you don't mind, I pause
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah,
For
sure.
Thailand customers, the average transaction size is at 530.
Mhm. Correct.
Wow, they spend a lot.
Let me just check there. Yep.
We only have four of the transactions, but
Correct.
all of them are spending a lot.
Do you think that they probably purchase things in bundle?
Yeah, must be.
Mm.
But that's impressive.
Correct, correct. So it seems like these are the people who love to spend more. Maybe they are really a premium customer that have a holiday or traveling to Australia, and they find that your product is really attractive and they just want to spend more because they will not see Habitania when they back to their country, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. So it's good. I mean, it's good to get tourists to come into your business, especially for China. I heard from some other clients they are one of the growing market
Mm-hmm.
in Australia. Can I know at your store right now, have you already start accepting any China digital payment?
Actually, not digital payment. We accept there what they call union,
Union
China
Pay?
Union is a bank. Yeah, Union
Yeah.
Pay.
Yeah. What about things like Alipay, Alipay or WeChat Pay? Do you have that?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. I see. Right. I'm just sharing with that because when I
Mm,
did some readings on some insights on the retail industry in Australia, and in fact, one of my clients, not in the homeware retail, but he is doing jewelries. He
mm,
already started accepting Alipay because he said that a lot of China tourists or the students love to use those digital payment as
yeah.
well because it's so convenient. They have all their monies in that digital wallet. So I'm just
Mm,
sharing with you. Perhaps this is something in the long run you would like to implement. But of course, maybe you could advise your frontline staff to start observe whether you do have a demand for such digital payment. Because at the moment, if based on 2018 data, we don't see China customers spending much, only Hong Kong customer. About that was not even the top three country in your business. So if we run another report for this year, if China or Hong Kong appeared to be the top two countries or top three countries, maybe you would like to start considering having the alternative digital payment at your point of sales as well in future,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? So that 7 pages is all the information about Habitania. How do you find the information? How do you find the report?
Yeah, actually found that interesting.
All right. Well,
Lots
that's
of
good.
insight.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
lots of insight. I mean, a lot of my clients mentioned that data is very important today, especially when the competition is so tight. You need to have the data with you so that you can start maybe mirror any best practice from your competitors or knowing where you're standing comparing to your competitors and how's the business been doing year on year. So if we're good with the information for Habitania, we're gonna move on the second portion of the report, which is the
Sorry, just
yep.
to possibly, just before we go to the second part,
Mm-hmm.
can you briefly have a look at page 5, exactly the same with page 6, or am I missing anything?
Mm. Oh yes, my apologies. I'm having two report when I try to compile it just now. I'm so sorry. You can discard the page 5. I can send you the updated one later without the page 5 so that you can just use the updated one to present tomorrow, next week. All
Okay,
right.
useful.
Okay. And now if we can move on to page 8.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Page 8 onwards will give the information on competitors analysis. You have provided to me four of your direct competitors, which is Bed, Bath
Mm-hmm.
and Table, Adair's, Pillow Talk, and My House. I did some analysis on their website and also based on their business trend as well, and I have include some of the information that I could provide to you. All right. So I have named these four competitors as competitor A, B, C, and D, and also compared to Habitania. In terms of the total market share of all these five businesses, last year we have total of $10.66 million. Habitania out of these $10 million, holding 8% shares for the entire sales last year. So you can see the competitors C and A is monopolizing the turnover or the sales volume on American Express in 2018.
Yeah.
Um,
And is it A, B, C, and D? I mean, represented our four competitors in, I mean, can I assume A is Kappa and B is Adidas, or are they just random?
well, I couldn't let you know in particular which of the
Mm-hmm.
competitors belong to which businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I could
Yeah,
tell
that's
you,
fine, I understand.
yeah, it will be so tricky for me to
Mm-hmm.
really share that. But you could probably, I mean, you are in the industry. You could
Mm-hmm.
somehow guess which of
Yeah.
these competitors belong to which business, I would assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so I also include over there because right now for Habitina you are not surcharging American Express card members. And I want you to know that out of the four competitors that you shared with me, three of them is having the same business practice like you, which means that they
Mm-hmm.
are accepting American Express without any surcharge. However, one of your competitors currently passing on a higher surcharge on American Express compared to Visa and MasterCard. So
Mm-hmm.
we they need to be mindful. I'm not sure they do have a client manager or not, but if they are doing this, they probably will shy away American Express card members to the other three competitors, including Habitania as well, because our card members will start looking out for other businesses that's selling the similar products, but will not passing on the surcharge to their Amex cards. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say that you don't have to worry with one of your competitors. It's just minus out one of your direct competitors, becoming just three competitors right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on, this is some information about the average transaction size for Habitania comparing to the four competitors that you shared with me. So you see over there, average transaction size for Habitania is quite small. Can I know? I have put in the rate box over there. These
Mm-hmm.
are probably the pricing, the factors that we could look into for moving forward to see how we can be on par with our competitors. Pricing, for example, what do you think about your pricing right now? Do you think that you are having a competitive pricing and the competitors is charging quite a premium price to the customer? How do you
Yeah,
define
actually,
that?
I see that. So our pricing is we don't charge lots of margins on the prices. We keep that as the affordable price with premium quality. This is what the position would like to keep. We probably will have maybe we'll ask about the staff, see what they feel on the average transaction value. But actually, I feel that interesting. All the competitors having the average higher than us.
Right, yes, they all four of them is quite similar. See, competitor A and C, who are both actually monopolizing the sales last year, because I think that if you look into the previous slide, A is holding 32% share 32% of the market share. C is 43% of market share. And when we deep dive into the average transaction size of customer over there, it's similar, 111. So I would assume that their products pricing is quite similar between these two. Competitors B, however, is holding a very minimum percentage from market share perspective, and you can see over there they are having a higher average transaction size. So when we talk about average transaction size, it could be due to multiple reasons, whether the pricing is quite high or probably they have more customer that's more high spending customer, for example, customers spending more. So you shared with me about your loyalty program. I couldn't find the information about these competitors, whether they do have a loyalty program themselves and how they actually run that. Probably you can actually check it from your end, from their website, or if you got any of your colleagues or friends and family who've been spending over there, you could find that information from your end. But another thing that could trigger a higher average transaction size is upselling. So right now at Habitania, do you have your employees trained to upsell the products? I mean, like, say for example, if you yourself walking into any of Habitania stores trying to purchase maybe a candle of $20, will the employees over there do sort of maybe customer service to upsell the products and get the customer to purchase more, or do you already have an in-store promotion, like if you purchase $30 or $20 or more in a single receipt, you could buy the second item with 10% discount? Do you have something like that?
Yeah, actually we have that, and we actually have trained our staff to be upselling. But this is really interesting to know. What we might will have a review or have industry shopper to monitor whether staff is doing upselling or not.
Yes, yes. I think that's a good one. I'm just sharing with you. It could be a lot of factors. The staff probably is already doing what they should be doing, but it's really interesting because out of 5 companies, you are the only one that is standing at 2 digit in terms of the average transaction size, and the rest is quite on par in terms of the average transaction size. Let's look into it. If you find out anything and you think you need any sort of opinion or support in terms of how we can get more customers spending at your business in terms of upselling, for example, do let me know. We can always explore more in terms of marketing or collaboration or campaigns on social media, for example. All right. Now moving on to the next slide. This slide is giving you a much more detailed information, average transaction size, and what kind of customer that your competitors attract to their business. So you can see Habitania do have portion of consumer, small business, and corporate. I think in terms of the small business and corporate customer, we can agree that these are the people who are willing to spend more in your business. But the percentage of them coming to your business is quite small. Corporate clients, for example, it's only around 1% and 2% that is aligned for all your competitors and your business, similar to the consumer as well. So this is really businesses that have the same customer, target customer, the same customer segmentation with Habitania. All right, but
Mm-hmm.
again, coming to the average transaction size for corporate, for example, your corporate or your small business customer is only spending roughly around $71. Meanwhile, the rest of them is having around $120 up to $200 average transaction size for corporate clients. So I think that maybe one thing that you could do the comparison is in terms of your pricing, upselling again, like what we mentioned just now. But I also include in the rate box over there on the additional factor that you would like to look into, whether your competitors is targeting or doing any specific marketing or promotion to attract more small businesses. Maybe they do have a marketing or promotion on their website, or on their brochures telling that for any bundle purchase, it will have a different pricing or a cheaper pricing, so it attracts more small business or corporate clients in their business. And what about their
Mm-hmm.
geographical factor? Does these competitors having more stores that located around business district area? So that could be one of things that trigger their small and corporate clients as well.
Yeah.
Mm. Anyway, since we're talking about these competitors and what information that I can really share with you, because it's appeared in their website and you can go and check from your end. Remember last year we were talking about why Habitania only accept payment at the stores but not at the website. And you mentioned about Shopify, and I was trying to find out more information from Shopify, but because I was the third party, I am not coming from the Habitania itself. I couldn't find out
Mm-hmm.
a lot of information about the package that you have with Shopify. But if you go to the website of Adair's, um, that um, bath and tables and pillow talk
Mm-hmm.
and my house, you just go to this full website. You scroll all the way down. You will see that all the difference between Habitania and these four entities is they do have the digital acceptance of American Express on their website. And in fact,
Mm-hmm.
American Express digital logo is one of the logo that they display on their website. Meanwhile, when I look into Habitania, I scroll all the way down. I can see on your website you do have Apple Pay, Google Pay, MasterCard, PayPal, and Visa, but you do not have American Express yet. So that,
Yes, that's actually a good point. I'm pretty sure Shopify will accept Amex payment. It's
yes,
probably a matter of adding that logo on.
yes, you can actually check with Shopify if you could do that, or if
Mm-hmm.
they um, discuss with them. I mean, I don't know how Shopify works in terms of the payment acceptance, but I think that could be one of, because it's very obvious difference right
Mm-hmm.
now. Four of your competitors is having Amex acceptance on the online space, but you're not having it yet. So that could be a gap right now. In terms of getting more American Express acceptance. I mean, not only American Express, but everybody right now is start purchasing online rather than walk-in store. So we don't want
Mm-hmm.
to lose that customer segment on digital space. So I would suggest you to look into it and see if there is any opportunities for you to start accepting American Express on your website as well moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Right.
mm. So, yeah, let me just check which website just now. Yeah, so if you go to Adair's website, right, the
Mm-hmm.
www.adairs.com.au, and you at the home page itself, if you scroll all the way down, you can see they mention over they are using our e logo. You can get the same logo like that from my end as well. I can send you a link. You can just download it because from American Express, we also have Amex, Visa, Mastercard, JCB. Um, Digital logo. When I send you the updated report later, I will just include the link as well so that you can share with Shopify. They can actually just
Mm-hmm.
download all the logo from that link so that they can upload it on your website. And you can see theirs is not using Shopify. They are using eWay. It was actually it appeared on their website, the logo of
Mm-hmm.
eWay.
Yeah, I
I
see
think
that.
yeah, you can check in terms of the cost for the business, how much it costs you for using Shopify services compared to eWay, for example. In terms of security, what is the security level between these two? I mean, we are not talking about a near future change because if we're going to change the payment provider, it will take a longer time. But we can always start do the comparison from now.
Mm-hmm. Right. Actually, we are replanning the website. We might build our own one and get out of Shopify. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually mark that down. It's actually something we can look at.
Yes, yeah, you can start contacting eWay and let eWay understanding the cost from their end. And if I'm not mistaken, because Shopify is a third party, whereby you will receive all the payment from for Amex transaction or Visa or Mastercard, all of the payment you will be receiving it from Shopify directly. As your client
Mm-hmm.
manager in American Express, I lose my visibility to look into all Amex transaction that you put through on Shopify because they are the third
Mm-hmm.
party. And you will also not enjoy your 1.75% with American Express because Shopify do have their own credit card fees that they charge to your business.
Yeah.
Mm. So for eWay is doing a different thing. They are the payment provider whereby they only provide the payment services. You will still have your American Express merchant ID for Visa, MasterCard, and for American Express. You will enjoy whatever special rate that you are enjoying with a bank and American Express as well if you're using eWay. So that is something for you to also do comparison between
Mm-hmm.
Shopify, eWay, and there are a lot of other payment services that I could think of. One of them is Secure Pay. Have you heard about Secure Pay?
Not yet. I have
Mm,
just saw that.
mm. Secure as in SECUREPAY.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm,
Secure pay.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
Just out of my curiosity, what bank that you are using right now?
We St. George.
Sorry?
We with St. George.
You're with St. George.
Yeah.
Because I know NAP Bank do have a similar payment online payment services, payment gateway like eWay and Shopify. Their system called as NAP Transact. But I'm not sure how does it work if using their payment provider with a different bank account. I'm not sure how does
Mm-hmm.
it works. But it was for you to also check about it.
Yeah, sure. We can take down another
Mm,
one.
mm. Why not you
And
call St. George itself? Ask St. George if the bank do provide an online payment provider. Maybe they could share with you some products that they have as well.
sure. Yeah, that's easy. We do have a relationship manager with Mastercard.
Ah, nice. That's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, if that's the case, you can do all the comparison. I will also share with you an attachment about our American Express payment gateway. You can actually
Mm-hmm.
do the comparison. In terms of the cost, in terms of the platform, you can always do the comparison. If let's say you would like to go ahead in future with the changes, we can always discuss that back because I don't want to overwhelm you with a lot of information for now. Changing the payment services will be something that we can talk in the long run, but right now, how are you getting the Shopify to include the e-logo? I will just send you one link for you to free download the digital logo.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Mm. So
Yeah.
what do you think? Do you have any questions about all the data or reports?
Um, Let me have a look. Um, just on the page 11,
Mm-hmm.
just want to confirm that the blue figures at left-hand side, that's the consumer average or
Oh,
that's the
yes.
corporate average?
Yes, that is the consumer average.
Consumer.
On the right-hand side, all the higher higher value all
Mm-hmm.
coming, that is the average transaction size of small business customer or corporate customer. So maybe for the benefit of you, I just want you to know the difference between businesses that using small business card and corporate card is in terms of
Yeah.
their annual turnover. So normally customer that using corporate card, the green one, they are coming from a larger organization, a huge organization.
Mm. I just found I can't make notes on this PDF. Would you mind doing me a favor? Because your title is corporate versus consumer. Would you mind change that around consumer versus corporate so it might
Yep,
eliminate the confusion?
yep, I can do that. Sure,
Yes,
consumer.
sir.
Okay, is there anything else? Any questions?
That's it.
That's it?
Just thinking about presenting this and the audience might be confused which one's corporate, which one's consumer.
Do you think that this will be something that the team or your directors will be interested to know or to see?
Yes, we will. We'll be interested to see. I mean, before we can only see an average. We couldn't tell from our cost system which one's a consumer, which one's a business. But with this report,
Mm-hmm.
I actually can present to them. I think we're missing out business customers.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm really glad to hear that you find this report is
Mm-hmm.
insightful for the business. Please let me know any time that you would like to look into your the business trend for 6 months because the period can always change. We can do it year
Mm-hmm.
on year, quarterly, or by yearly. It depends on
Mm-hmm.
your preference when you want to monitor the trend. And I think from my end over here, that will be all, Iris. I don't want to take a lot of your time, but since we already in May, and I know that you will be super busy in June and July for the financial year,
Yeah, we will.
right? Please let me know if you need any support, missing transaction, or e-invoice or anything like that. But I think you can always generate those information from your merchant interactive portal.
Mm-hmm.
And from my end over here, I just would like to share with you a heads up. In the month of September, very soon, we will be sending you a survey. It's actually a feedback survey or satisfaction survey, just to hear your thoughts, how American Express been doing, your any
Mm-hmm.
feedback, if you would like to share any stop, start, and continue element from how we actually provide
Mm-hmm.
you services, supporting your business, and also how your client manager been supporting you for the past 6 months. You can always share those feedback in that survey. I know it's still early, it's still in May. You probably forgotten by September already, but a week before September, I will send you a reminder email and I will also include the header of that survey to you because it will not be coming from my email address. It will be coming from my company email address because they would like to see on
Mm-hmm.
how's the feedback so far from all the clients.
Yes, sure. No problem.
All right, great. So that will be all for today. Thank you very much. I'll be away tomorrow. In case that you're sending any email or try to call me, I will respond back next Monday.
Right. And Last thing before you go,
Sure.
you mentioned we can publish reports quarterly. Is that possible?
You want to see the quarter one report?
Yeah, can we just because we will have the meeting next week, so
Mm-hmm.
any chance we can have a first quarter like January to March on these competitors?
On these competitors as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will try to get it. Yeah, I will try to get it done, but I will just send you first the updated one for this one, because for me
Mm-hmm.
to generate the report from the system, it will take a bit of time because I need to generate one by one for each of the business. But I'll try to prepare that for you by end of today. Okay?
Beautiful. Thank
Mm,
you very much.
sure. No worries at all. My pleasure. All right. Thank you very much,
All right.
Iris. Have a
Thank
lovely day
you.
there. Bye bye.
You too.